to pick holes in whatever people are doing.
Well, it's good. It's very exciting to watch as well. I mean, one of the features that's been of Ronnie's play for the last, 15 days we've had here, is every time he's been pressed and someone's come close to him, he's pressed the accelerator and gone away again. Are we seeing the start of it here?
Yep, Ali Carter has been attempting to tie many knots so far in this final, and so far O'Sullivan has been pretty adept at untying them again.
Yeah, great to have 3 world champions in the studio, and Hazel, well, you're my world champion. He hasn't made many mistakes in the safety department, Ali Carter. That's a poor one, it has to be said. It's not the thing you want to be doing against Ronnie O'Sullivan. Not at this stage, because as Stephen Hendry said, if he opens up a 3-frame advantage, Ali's going to have to watch out. And he's made it pretty easy for him. Might have to put a little bit of side on this by the looks of it. Yeah, just a trace.
Eight. Nine.
You know, it's interesting to hear Steve saying it's a lot easier in the commentary box to decide the shots. I mean, in some way I agree with him, but in another way I think that's what separates the winners from the losers, being able to play the right shot when the pressure's on.
I'm not going to put any pressure 60. On you, Stephen, but that's it's very, very early days, but that's 2 reds and 2 blacks, and I can see another few here.
17.
We'll tell with this next shot what he has
24.
In his mind.
25.
Took the opportunity to split the reds there, knowing that there was a red over the left corner. Can't see if the red 32. At the very bottom of the pack pots to the left corner. I don't think so. There we see, that's what he's looking at, because it's there an awkward pack to go into from the black until he moves that red away.
I'll tell you what, he had a red in the middle to get on the blue there, and he didn't even entertain it, but he's come up a little bit short. He might have to play for the one near the middle pocket here, Stephen.
Yeah, he's got a natural angle to get on that red. And it's not too difficult to finish the right side of it to come back for a black.
Well, if he hasn't come far enough, he'll have to play for the blue here.
40.
And he's got a slight angle. He could play for the black. Your 50 grand 41. Is safe, Stephen. If another player does make a maximum break, they will share the £40,000 for the maximum 46. Plus the 10,000 for the high break. But Ronnie
47.
Had it in his mind there, but more importantly, he wants to clinch the frame.
52.
And that red you mentioned a while ago, Stephen, he's dropped perfectly onto it.
53.
Yeah, so if he did have an angle on that red in the middle, he would have had a chance. Now the pack's a lot easier to go into.
$60. 61.
Well, that's a little unfortunate.
68.
He plays that shot so well, the white stops and then it spins again, but he's not quite safe. He only needed one more red and he didn't drop on one. And he could do with a red on the cushion, so if he can pick out a safety shot that he can push a red save. Just watch this again. The white arcs, stops, spins again, but somehow didn't leave one on.
Ronnie is all
That's not the best shot. By far, that's a pretty poor end to that effort by Ronnie. There's still enough there for Ali Carter, and if he can pull one long pot out here. He's refused this type of shot, but that was when they were at the early stages of a frame. He'll take this on, make no mistake about it.
I'd be disappointed with that one. He'll know that was a great chance. All the reds in the open. If he pots that red, he's got to be on the blue. He'd have gone almost favourite for the frame if he'd have pot that, Dennis.
And Ronnie's got to pot this one also. In fact, he's debating whether to play this one safe, and I don't blame him under the circumstances. Sure, that shows you how focused Ronnie O'Sullivan is. He prefers to push this safe rather than risk the long red into the right corner. He could have done with snookering Ali on that red that he pushed safe.
He lost a couple of frames against Stevens, didn't he, in the semi-final from having big leads, so he's learned a lesson.
Well, all the balls are still there in the open, and Ali Carter has got a long straight red that requires perfect cueing. He has to push the cue through in a straight line. Stun run through, there you see it. Can he knock this in and give himself a chance?
Beautiful shot. Also, you've seen how still he kept his head, which is also really important.
Yeah, hadn't made his mind up. Good idea to get up and back down again. He knows that this is a great chance and he deserves it. There's the pot that he was faced with. And watch this for cueing.
8.
He's got a few points to play with. I don't have to be all blacks here. If he should run slightly out of position. I think he's just okay. Well, he thinks he might catch the pink, so that's why he's playing the other one. But as I mentioned, it wasn't imperative that he got onto the black because of the number of points available.
He hasn't come far enough with Dennis. He's going to leave himself, unless he's got an angle to going out of bulk, which I don't think he has, he's going to leave himself further away from the red than definitely planned.
That's what he's faced with there, so he did come up a little bit short. Maybe just a slight bit of tension in the Q arm there. Got to go all the way around the angles, and is this going to be a bit too quick? He needs a little bit of good luck when he cannons the pink. He can still
14.
put the one on the left side of the table, but we've seen that happen so many times, as Stephen was saying. When you run slightly out of position, it just gets harder and harder.
Yeah, slight shake of the head, he's not landing anything, but the bad shot was the previous red to get on the blue. So much margin for error. Probably play for the blue into the left centre here.
Carter 14.
That is a great chance that Ali's let slip, and it will annoy him. He's kept his cool throughout this final. Well, the one good thing, he's covered that, and it's not easy to plant that in with another red, so he's got away with that slightly. I was just going to say, if he had a hand at the frame to Ronnie there, he would have been kicking himself, because he had a great chance. Let's put it onto the left hand jaw. Tell you what, that's a clever shot, considering he didn't think about it for very long, because the one that he's covered that, but the red that cannoned into the blue is awkward to get to. Could possibly cut this one back into the right corner pocket, the red that's just between the cue ball and the black, but that's a tough shot. No attempt at the pop there. Well, he's just looking there to see if that is a big pocket. He must be able to see enough of the red. But I think if he leaves the white near the side cushion, that wouldn't cut in. He's playing off the one to the right of the pink, and maybe just move that one that's near the pocket. Well, he certainly moved it, but to plant it into the pocket was a bonus, because from that distance to judge that, you know, he was just, I'm sure, trying to move that, and the fact he planted it in was a big bonus there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan won, and different.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't play on there. I think Ali was a little disappointed with missing the chance that he had. So Ronnie O'Sullivan, with that break of 68, extends his lead to 7-4.